Hello, welcome to Tala and Bassam's amazing presentation.
So to start off, the graph of y equals f of x is shown alongside. A, sketch the graph of y equals g of x, where g of x equals f of x plus 3 minus 1. Bassam, how do you do that?
Alright, so first of all, we need to see what g of x equals f of x plus 3 minus 1 does to this graph right here. So, this plus 3 is a horizontal change. And it moves every x value by 3 spaces to the left. And this -1 is a vertical change. And it moves every y value 1 space down. Alright, so let's look at this graph. We have an asymptote, so we need to move this asymptote 3 spaces to the left. So it's 1 minus 3, which is equal to -2. So our new asymptote is at -2. So this is too close. This is, okay. There. So this is x equals -2. Alright, so now the other information we have is point A, which is 2, 0. So we could use this point, which is 2, and subtract 3 from it, and we get -1. So this is the x coordinate, but now we need the y coordinate. So what we do is 0 minus 1, and that's equal to -1. So the new coordinate of the point A is now -1. So we just move it over here. Okay, and the curve of the graph is still the same. So we're just gonna draw that in.
Okay, so that's how you graph g of x. Now, for b, it says to state the equation of the vertical asymptote of y equals g of x. So in the original graph, the vertical asymptote is x equals 1. Now in g of x, we directly add 3 to x. So like Bassam said, there's a horizontal change. So in that case, because there's a horizontal change, and you do the opposite of what x is saying, you subtract 3 from the vertical asymptote, which is 1, and that's how you get x equals -2. So the equation is VA equals -2.
Thank you, Tala. Now moving down to question C.
So C says, identify the point A on the graph of y equals g of x, which corresponds to point A on the graph of y equals f of x.
Alright, so this point A now moved down to here, which is now -1, -1, as shown in this process. So this is C.
So basically what's happening in C is what Bassam explained earlier. Because in the equation of g of x, x has 3 being added to it. So you do the opposite and subtract 3 from the x coordinate, which is 2, which we get -1. And then because we're subtracting 1 from the entire equation, which corresponds with the y value, you subtract 1 from 0, which equals -1, which is how we get the a prime coordinate. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for watching the presentation.